Okay, testing, testing. One, two, three. All right. So I think we're good. We got audio. Let's do a headphones check. All right. I think we're good. So, all right, great. All right, guys. Welcome to a tech control video. This is one of the few times that we go live, but I want to try and go live more often. So I figure let's kind of kill two birds with one stone. Let's work out some of the live kinks now, and then let's also talk about Black Friday and some of the deals that we got going on. So um, let's get to it. It's pretty simple. Every year, if you go to blackfriday.com, they pretty much post all the Black Friday ads here. So it's very easy to see all the different retailers. Now, I don't think every retailer is here, but at least all the ones that have a circular are. And then the way it works is that they just scan them up here. And I think someone else goes in and edits the links because let's say this one I'm in, this is Walmart. If I go ahead and click on the details, I have it here. And then I can compare with Walmart, Amazon, and that's actually pretty convenient. So if I go to get the deal, I'm pretty sure it takes me directly to Walmart. There you go. Oh, and it's out of stock. Very nice. Okay, so that's pretty much what we're gonna do. We're just gonna fly through some of these. I'm only covering tech and gaming news specifically, unless you guys in the chat specify otherwise. Thank you, Lou. Shout out. Um, so let's go ahead and get right to it. Let's start with first one on the list, Walmart. All right. Hopefully you guys can see it pretty well. I know my image is sort of in the way. I'll try and do my best to keep the ad on top so I'm not in the way. So let's go right ahead. AirPods Pro for 169. I actually think that's the lowest price I've ever seen these. Not a bad pickup at all, but you guys already saw that it was out of stock when you go to Walmart, and now the link is broken. Very nice. Let's see it on Amazon. Oh, look at that. Okay, so it is on sale at Amazon as well. Really not a bad pickup, especially if somebody needs headphones and things like that. Okay, let's see what else. So we have the Apple Watch 3 at 119. It's okay. It's. I mean, the watch is now 3, 4 years old now. It's a decent price. I mean, if you want to just slide into the Apple Watch game, I guess this is an entry watch, but it's really outdated. The 3 doesn't have any of the. I mean, the blood oxygen detection was just recent on the 6. This doesn't have any of the fall detection and things like that. I would avoid this. Maybe pick up an SE for roughly $100 more, maybe a little more than that. Um, what else? The Oculus Quest. I don't think that's on sale. That's its normal price. PS5, Series X, normal price as well. I mean, you'll be lucky if you even find one and you're able to put one in the cart, which I don't think you could. Yeah, that's right. now, surprisingly, not many people have heard about this site, but it is super convenient. Everything in one place. So what I used to do before I heard about this site is that I actually used to go out and buy the newspaper for the day. I had to wait till Thanksgiving Day, and then no, the day before they had them out, and then you could see all the flyers, circulars. There you go. You could see all the circulars then. But this is a little more convenient and it's digital, and then with the links, you can't go wrong. Okay, so like I said, you obviously you can't add this to your cart. It's out of stock. So let's get out of here. Let's go back. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go back to the circular here. All right. So Looks like games, we got a couple deals. How much is the Switch bundle for? $2.99, and it comes with Mario Kart 8. It's actually not a bad deal. Save yourself $60 on Mario Kart. Mario Kart is still, till this day, one of the most popular games for the Nintendo Switch, so it's actually not a bad bundle at all. And then a couple of the controllers. Now, these aren't the premium Pro controller, but they're a close second, and they actually feel very nice for an affordable price. Looks like they're going to be 30. That's not bad at all. I think that's a $10 saving compared to what they usually are. So here's the deal with Nintendo Switch games. They hardly ever go on sale. So the fact that they're $30 on Black Friday is a good deal right off the bat. Luigi's Mansion is very popular. Things. What else you got? Can't go wrong with Mario Bros. What else? Zelda, very popular game. And then some of these other sports games for the other consoles. I mean, these are last gen consoles. $28. That's okay. I don't know if I'd necessarily spend that. Well, let me rephrase that. If you're still on last gen, if you weren't lucky enough to get a Series X or Series S or a PlayStation 5, then the current gen console games are at a pretty good price. But if you're looking to get a PS5 or a Series X, then this isn't that great of a deal because these are last gen games. All right, let's see here. Grand Theft Auto, $15. I mean, if you haven't owned Grand Theft Auto by now, I don't know what to tell you. I personally have bought Grand Theft Auto 3 times, including once that it was free on PC. It was also on Game Pass. I mean, I don't know what to say about Grand Theft Auto. There's way too many outlets to get it. So it looks like all these games are $15, and they're really not a bad price for some of these. I mean, Halo 5 is on Game Pass, so this same $15 on Game Pass is a whole month, as opposed to just the one game, and Game Pass includes that game and 160 others. So I wouldn't waste my $15 on any of the games that are available on Game Pass. So Mortal Kombat 11, is that on Game Pass? I think 10 is on Game Pass. I don't remember if 11 is. So it's not bad. Some of the accessories here, okay, that is not on sale, not on sale. $45 for a year membership. It's okay. It's not bad. $23 headset. That's not bad also. What else you got? Okay, so $40 for actually this is the last gen controller. Right? There's no share button. The D-pad is different. This is last gen. So $40 for a last gen controller is not a great deal at all. Avoid this. I actually think Microsoft has the next gen version of these controllers. I think it's also for 40. So ignore Walmart. They're trying to rob you blind. Go straight to Microsoft.com, and in their little shopping area for Xbox, I think that's where they have it for the same price. And it's the next gen controller. So avoid this at all costs. You have some other games here for 20. These aren't bad. Days Gone is part of the PS5, PS Now collection, so save some money there. Spider-Man, I guess, is not a bad price for 20, but that's not really a sale price. It's 20 normally right now. Doom, again, this is on Game Pass, things like that. So some of these prices aren't all that, really. Which one is this one? Okay. So Final Fantasy VII, the remake for 30, that's actually a pretty good deal. Okay. Let's keep going. You have some speakers here. 50, is that the final price? That's actually a pretty good savings right there. You're saving 60% maybe, or 65, something like that. That's not bad at all. Sound bars. Vizio sound bars, I don't know if they're the greatest. When it comes to sound bars, you got to understand that you pay for what you get. So you paid $130 for a sound bar, even if it used to be, I don't know, what, let me take a guess, $199 or something like that. Typically a sound bar is you pay for what you get. So you paid for $130 sound bar. It's not gonna sound nearly as nice as one that's 350, 400, 500. I mean, it goes all the way up to $1,000. So, and the difference in sound is very noticeable. Not only in loudness, but quality and depth. And you know what too? Some of the newer ones that have Dolby Atmos, those are pretty cool because they bounce the signal off the ceiling and then back down onto you and around you. So it really takes surround sound to a whole nother level. Okay, the Solo 3s for 119, that's actually not bad. Power Beats, I mean, these the Pro? No, they're not the Pro. They're the one with the string, but it's not bad for $100 actually. What else? Some smartwatch alternatives. Let's look at the TV. Samsung 65 for 478. I don't know if that's the best deal. I think I saw this one cheaper at either Best Buy or Target. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure the 7000 series 4K, I think I saw it cheaper elsewhere. Okay, so now is when we're starting to enter some of the non-tech territory. I mean, sure, printers are tech, but we don't really cover printers. These are really good prices for printers, actually. Not that they're the greatest of printers, but it's not bad. Um, Although this is not a bad deal. The Google Chromecast 3rd gen. Now, this one is not the one that you can use with Google Stadia. But for $18, that's not a bad deal at all. If you don't have like a smart TV, or this will work with anything with HDMI, even a monitor and things like that. If you want to make it into a smart device, that's not bad at all. Under $20. This could even make a pretty good gift to give for Christmas. So $20, it's not bad at all. What else? All right, I think we're done with the tech and stuff. So let's go ahead and get out of Walmart. How do we do this? Okay. All right, here we go. So Amazon. Amazon's pretty interesting. I didn't even know that Amazon had a circular. Let's try and fly through this a little faster because we did spend a lot of time on the Walmart one. So I didn't intend to spend that much time. The Fire Stick for 30. That's not bad, but I mean, like I just showed you, the Google Chromecast was 20. That's a better buy. This is the new Echo Dot. It's pretty cool. It's already on sale for 30. It's not bad. I really do like the new Sphere design, which is pretty cool. Okay, these Bose Quiet Comfort 35, 2, version 2 of these. These are one of the best headphones ever created. They are really comfortable too, and then the noise cancellation is second to none. On these, they are great. You flip this switch, and forget it. It's like it's the best way I could describe it. It's like white noise, but not just. It's like white noise that cancels everything else out. I don't know how else to explain, but it really does its job. Only bad part about these, I believe they take a AA battery, so you just have to have AA batteries on hand. I think that's needed specifically for the noise canceling. But otherwise, these are a great pair of headphones, and they're normally $399. I think they're there $199 right now. It's not bad at all. You have this black, looks very sleek. You have this silver, matches with any iMac or Apple accessories, and pink will make a nice gift for anybody. Any girl, any female out there that likes pink accessories. Okay, so again, ignore all these Xbox controllers from any of these retailers. You can go straight to Microsoft and get the next gen one for 40. That's probably the best price. Unless they're telling me this is 20 or something like that, or even 10 or whatever. 45, so it's even more expensive. You can forget that. Okay, what else? What else? Anything here interests me? Not really. Now we're getting into some toys. Hey Brady, how you doing? The Switch is sold out of Walmart in 2 minutes apparently, so can't even get them there. All right, so the rest of this stuff is just non-tech related. So let's get out of here. Let's go to Target. Okay, how fast did the Switch at Target sell out? Let's see here. So the Beat Solo 3 at 174. It's not a bad deal at all, but I have a feeling that later this month, roughly in about 2 weeks, Apple's gonna have their own conference, and they're probably gonna announce the Apple Studio Pros there. So this could be a very good indication why these are half off. But with that being said, if you don't need the latest tech that's probably going to come out in a couple weeks, if you could get away with slightly older tech, I mean, I personally have the Solo 3s, and I really like them. Half off is not a bad price, to be honest, for these. Some more TVs here. Thanks, Brady. I appreciate it. I see Steve in the chat. That's my little brother. Love that guy. All right, let's go back here. $89 for a 32-inch. Comes with Roku. That's not bad at all. All right, Samsung 65 4K. Which one is this? Is the one with the crystal display? I still think I've seen this cheaper elsewhere. What about this one? This one is... All right, so this one is that 7000 series. Like I said, Walmart had it for $4 and change. Here it's $380, so much cheaper here. Definitely get this TV from Target. And a couple sound bars. Like I said, listen, a sound bar, even if it's cheap, $80, $130, is better than nothing. It's better than the speakers that come in the TVs. But I'm just saying, if you want quality, you're gonna have to spend on a decent sound bar. All right, what else we got? We got Westinghouse. I think Westinghouse, if I remember correctly, is like the Target brand of TVs. I believe so. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think it is Westinghouse. Well, doesn't matter. $50 for a 4K 50-inch really is not bad at all. I mean, you're not getting the best quality when it comes to pixels and things like that, and probably luminance and all that. But $170 for a 50-inch is not a bad deal. $250 here, also 50-inch. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of TLC, but that's just me. You get $30 off. Well, not off, a $30 gift card with this TV, 55. But 70 inches for $299. I don't care what name brand you are, for 70 inches at $300. That's not a bad buy at all. You can pick this up, and if it breaks, you get another one next year. Who cares? $300. That's not bad. All right, let's keep going. This is pretty cool if you want to get like a smart doorbell, a smart ring over here. You can see who's at your door and things like that. It's pretty cool. And these will work great with Apple TV and all that. You have the Echo Dots here. This is the same price as it was on Amazon. What is this? Okay, let's keep going. All right, headphones. There are those QC35s again for $199. It seems like everybody has these at $199. Now, the only bad thing about these is that they still take USB micro, which is a little bit outdated. I was hoping for an updated iteration with USB-C, but it could be that they're trying to get rid of the stock for these to make way for the new ones with the updated iteration. Probably why these are so cheap. You have some other ones here. Sony with noise canceling for $90. These aren't bad either. These aren't the top of the line noise canceling that Sony offers, but for $90, it's not a bad price. What else? Some of these other ones, they're not the greatest, but I guess if you're on a budget, they'll do. All right, let's keep going. All right, let's talk about games. So, Ghost for $40. I think it was the same price digital. I'm not gonna get into whether you like digital or physical copies, but I'm pretty sure it was the same price digital. So in case you do like your digital games, there you could get it at the Play Store. 25 for Tony Hawk Pro Skater. That's okay. I mean, look, the game just came out recently. It came out at 40, so already at 25, I guess that's a good deal. But I don't know if that's enough of a sale for me to get it right away. I mean, if you didn't pick it up at 40, then chances are you're waiting for it to drop even more. I don't know if 25 is if it meets the threshold. So I personally would wait a little longer, maybe till it's 20. That's not bad. Is this Final Fantasy 7 for 25? It's cheaper here than it was at Walmart. So that might not be a bad pickup. But we're probably gonna see the best sales for games over at GameStop on their circular. 30 for Last of Us 2, not a bad deal. What else? Here's some Switch games for 30. Here's some more for 40. So you already see these same games were 30, I think, at Walmart. 2.99. This isn't a sale, but I guess they're just saying we have. Ooh, phones. Okay. So you get this Note 20 with for free with a qualified activation, but it's a $400 gift card. So essentially, you pay for it and then you get $400 worth of store credit. It's not bad actually. Same thing with all of these. Is it free with purchase? Well, all right, let's move on. All right, so more TVs here. Yeah, these deals are okay. They're nothing to like brag about. LG NanoCell is pretty good. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Westinghouse was Best Buy's brand, but it's here in Target. So I'm not sure what's going on there. All right, here's some DSLR cameras. 500 bucks. That's brand new. That's actually not bad if you want to get to that pro level. Oh, the Beats Pro. These are almost $100 off. That's not a bad buy at all. If it's for yourself or a gift or whatever the case is, that's actually pretty good. These are also half off. These portable speakers. That's not bad. Oh, did I see the TV? TV's 200. It's okay. $200 for a 55-inch. That's not bad at all. Okay, what else? Let's go Eevee and let's go Pikachu. These are 30, but I think we've seen this sale before. Oh, here is the Google Nest and the Chromecast for under $20, just like Amazon had it. That's not bad. Asus Chromebook. For those of you that are fans of Chromebook, I don't know if I'm necessarily a big fan of them. All right, so the $70 for the PlayStation controller, that is not a sale. That's just saying that they have it. I don't know. I guess it's a popular item, but I wouldn't waste advertising space on something that's regular price. Um, yeah, these are the newer controllers, but again, do not get them here. Get them directly from Microsoft. They're a lot cheaper there. The newest AirPods are the AirPods 2, and then they have the AirPods Pro. Um, Someone just asked me that. I don't. They didn't put it in the chat. They just sent me a text. Okay, and when you switch to AT&T, you get $250 off any of these phones, probably with a 2-year activation or whatever their contract is. Um, that's the deal over here. How much are these? Oh, it's a bunch of different ones. Okay. Yeah, some of these aren't bad. It's not bad to consider these because the latest iPhone does not come with a power brick. So, and these are the high-speed ones. What else we got? I think we reached the end for Target. Man, how many pages did Target have? Macy's? Does Macy's have tech and stuff like that? I don't think so. Yeah, they probably don't. Okay. Kohl's. You know what's funny about Kohl's? You wouldn't think of them as having tech, but yet the other day they had PlayStation 5s and they only got a small allotment. I forget what the exact number was. Probably 1,000, let's say, and they sold over 3,000 to customers that were just going online and purchasing them. And of course, because they only got like 1,000, so they ended up having to cancel everyone else's, and a lot of people were upset. But what's even more upsetting is that who would have thought Kohl's had PS5s, you know? So a lot of people missed out, but I feel even worse for those that somehow went to Kohl's and then still ended up getting their purchase returned or canceled, I should say. So who is this? Best Buy? Best Buy looks like they're focusing a lot on TVs. So this is probably where we're going to see the best deals on TVs. Let's see. So QLED TVs, for those of you that don't know, is probably the second best picture quality when it comes to TVs, at least at the moment. I know we're on the cusp of mini LED, and micro LED is coming up soon too. So, but OLED is number one. OLED has burn-in issues, so in some people's eyes, if you don't want to deal with OLED, you get a QLED. You don't deal with burn-in, and it's practically pretty close to the same quality. QLEDs, however, they don't go as dark as OLED. OLED, each pixel is individually lit, so when the image is dark, it's because the pixel is completely off, and it's the same as it just looks the same as if the TV is off, or at least that part of the TV, because the pixel is literally off. Now, with that being said, QLED doesn't do that. It can't turn the pixel off. It just gets as close as possible to the darkest black that it could while still being on. So it's not as dark. However, the brightness overall is a lot greater on QLEDs. On OLEDs, the screen image does not get as bright as a QLED would. So I don't know. It's up to you how you weigh what you care for. I personally have an OLED for whatever that's worth. All right, let's see what else. 75-inch LG. The nano cell is probably third best, just behind QLED. What else you got? You got a Sony 65 418. These are okay. I mean, the TVs are great. The sales, though, is what I'm really looking at. So this one's 33% off. It's not a bad sale at all. But I think we could do better. This one's $1,000 off. It's okay. This one's only $200. All right. So Hisense for $250, a 65-inch. This is actually a really good deal. You know, and I actually know this name brand as opposed to the other one that was 70 inches for $300. No name brand that I never heard of. So this might be the better deal if you can give up 5 inches of real estate. You got, oh, jeez. So an 82-inch Samsung 4K for $1,300. I think this might be the best deal with dollars per inch. 82 inches. That might be the best deal we have right now. That's not bad at all. Jeez. Okay, LG. Here's that 700 series. Okay, what else we got? More TVs. All right, more TVs. Thank you, Best Buy. Okay, nothing really impressive here. So this X1 TV with the X1 chip from Sony, they're claiming that this was specifically made for the next gen consoles. It's just like any other it's just like any other TV that would work great with a next gen console. It's 120 refresh rate, um, 4K, HDR, HDMI 2.1. You know, uh, them saying that this is specifically made for next gen doesn't mean that the consoles are gonna run better on this TV. That's marketing at its best. All right, you can find any TV with 120 HDR and HDMI 2.1 would work just as well. So don't let this marketing fool you just because they say it's for the PS5. So are a bunch of other TVs. What else we got? 55, the 7 series from Samsung with the crystal display is pretty good. For 377, this is not a bad deal actually. This is not a bad deal at all. What else we got? Samsung Class 6. Yeah, this isn't bad for 70. All right, TLC Insignia. Insignia is the TV that's Best Buy. It's not Westinghouse. Insignia. And I agree, Mondo. TVs on Black Friday are usually the best prices compared to the other sales throughout the rest of the year. I agree 100%. LG 55. I think we saw this one earlier. I can't remember where. Probably Walmart, but I don't remember being this cheap. So get it from here if you're looking at that TV. What else? 24 inch for 80. I don't know. Why would you want a 24 inch TV? Maybe for the kitchen or the bathroom? I don't even know. Okay, let's keep going. Didn't we see this in an earlier page? Oh no, it was the 55 we saw earlier. But this one for 70 is not bad, a Class 6. I think we saw a Class 7 earlier for a little bit cheaper. Probably I would go with that. I mean, it was smaller though. 75 TLC, Insignia 50. Yeah, some of these are okay. These are the OLEDs I was telling you about. Oh, Vizio actually just came out with their own version of OLEDs. Vizio is like a budget-friendly company that gives us a decent product. So if you don't want to spend OLED prices that LG are charging or Sony, a great alternative would be like Vizio. They're a lot cheaper. Not as good as the Sony or the LG, but a very close third or second if you want to look at it that way. And then what else? Okay, again, TLC is a decent name brand. I don't know if it's a name brand that I would go with necessarily. I like to stick with the top name brands. But what I will say is that TLC is better than a no name brand that you never heard of. So if it ever comes to those options, then there it is. All right, I think these are 75 inch or larger. That's not bad. LG 75. I'd only go with LG if you're looking at their OLEDs. Otherwise, Samsung, maybe even the Sony. Vizio is again a great alternative. Man, so many TVs. At this point, they're showing us the same iterations, just different inches of the same TVs. Even more TVs. Okay, so this is the OLED from Sony I was talking about. It's cheaper than the LG, but then again, the LG is on sale for Black Friday, so they may actually be cheaper than the Sony. I actually think they are cheaper than the Sony, so go with LG if you're looking for OLED. Vizio if you're looking for OLED on a budget. What else? Oh my gosh, more TVs. All right, I'm skipping at this point. Some of the TV accessories. Here's the antennas. Always plug all your electronics into a surge protector. All right, not just an extender or an outlet. Make sure that it has that surge protection. All right, we have some more. We have some computers here. Those aren't bad. I mean, for computers, it really depends on what you need, what you use it for. If you're a casual internet browser, you know, Word documents every once in a while here and there, emails and stuff, you don't need to go too expensive. You can any TV, $300 $400 TV, any PC, $300 or $400 will do, and probably will be more than what you need. Now, if you're doing video editing and picture editing, things like that, or if you're doing AutoCAD and those type of stuff, that's when you really need the processing power. So at that point, looking at the specs are more important, and then comparing the price. But most people aren't that. Most people are casual users, so just go with whatever. With this day and age, I'd say anything with a solid state drive. Anything. I don't want to get too technical, but anything with an Intel i5 or higher. If you're looking at AMD, um, like a Ryzen 5 or higher, things like that. Um, Anything less than 8 gigs of RAM is no good, and not in this day and age. Go with at least 8 or more. What else? What else comes to monitor that? And then other than that, the rest is just personal preferences. Whether you like a backlit keyboard, a touch screen, things like that. That's where the rest of the prices vary. The numbers on the side, typically 15 inches or more is where you'll get the number pad on the side. Anything under that, you won't. Typically, there's some exceptions. Okay, so here's some desktops. All right, monitors. None of these are interesting. All right, keep going. Some minor accessories here and there. Not really seeing anything great. Nothing that stands out anyway. What else? Okay, storage. All right, that's not bad. So storage, listen, anything with the word PS4, PS5, Xbox, and things like that, don't let that fool you. These drives will work anywhere, right? As long as they're formatted appropriately. So don't let the fact that it says PS4 or something like that influence your decision, because 9 out of 10 times they'll throw the console on there and then jack up the price. All right, so again, don't let that fool you. Typically, you can find, let's see, what is this? 2 terabytes for 70, $10 or $20 more, you get 5 terabytes. So this is what I'm saying. Don't let that fool you for one bit. Look at this, Xbox 2 terabytes. Come on, I could get 5 for $20 more. Now, with that said, these are mechanical. They're a little slower. These look to be solid state drives, a lot faster, but at a cost. So you're not going to get the 5 terabytes for roughly, or even 2 in this case, let's say. You're going to spend, for half a terabyte, you're going to spend quite a bit of money. These are NVMe's. Ooh, this is not bad. So this one, okay, you might be asking, why is this one so expensive? It's coming in at 500 gigs. Well, Samsung T7, it is a solid state drive, but the read and write speeds on this far surpass any other solid state external drives right now. And that's why it's a little more expensive. A lot of YouTubers and people who edit videos, you know, they'll typically use one of these. They'll store their media that they're working on currently on this while they're working on it, because the read and write speed is so fast. And then when they're done, they'll put it in, let's say, one of these 5 terabyte drives. You know, but this is like a really good working drive. All right, let's keep going. 256 for $25. Wow. I gotta tell you, you know, I used to work in retail 8 years ago, something like that, and I think we used to have like a 128 was like 80-90 bucks for a 128 USB drive, and now you got 256 for $25. This is just crazy in such short amount of time, 8 years. All right, what else? This VHS, I mean, who still has a VHS? But what this does, it converts your VHS into a DVD, and even DVDs now are kind of like older technology. But with that being said, you could import the whatever VHS directly to your computer and store it there. 32 gigabytes for $6. That is a great deal. Okay, we're done with Best Buy. How long have we been streaming? 40 minutes. So I'm going to try and cut this off at about an hour exactly. Um, so let's go ahead and do a couple more. We did Best Buy. Ultra Black Friday 2020. That's beauty and whatever. So we're not going to cover that. Sports, we're not going to cover that. Let's go to GameStop. And maybe this might be it for the video or the live stream. Shout out to those of you that are here watching live. I don't know how many we got watching at the same time. Like I said, I don't do this much, so I have no clue. What else? Okay, so they're telling us they have some in store. I seriously doubt it. It doesn't hurt to continuously call your GameStop once a week just to find out if they have either of these. It's usually first come first serve. This circular is throwing me off because it's like all sideways. It's a little weird. So, okay, you got Watch Dogs. Wow, Watch Dogs, $32.99. This game just came out, and if you get it, look at that. Xbox is compatible with both backwards and forwards. PS5. But this game, you know, whatever your personal feelings are for this game, it's a decent game, and it just came out 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and it's already $32.99. So not a bad deal to pick up. Avengers. What can I say about Avengers? This game, it has already lost 98% of its active user base. So this, because I know that this price seems overpriced for this game. Now I'm not taking anything away from the developers. They worked really hard on this game, but it could have been better. Let's be honest here. So I fully expect this to drop down even further in the next couple of weeks, maybe a month or so at the latest, to be honest. And I really wouldn't be surprised if this becomes free to play. 2K21. I mean, this is the PS4 version. All right, let's dive in here. That cover is throwing me off. Grand Theft Auto for 15 also. I mean, Goku Kakarot for 20. I'm trying to think. I think it was 23 on digital for console. So maybe pick it up there. Now the reason, listen, I encourage physical copies. The only reason why I have been leaning towards digital in the past few years, for two reasons. One, yes, I am that lazy. I don't want to get up and change a disc. And two, if you're doing game sharing with a friend, both of you can access the same game, which is pretty cool. And again, depending on who that friend is or what type of system or agreement you work out, maybe you split the cost. So this game could end up costing $10 for you, $10 for your friend. Not a bad pickup. Resident Evil 3, love that game. It was very good. Not as good as Resident Evil 2, but still a decent game. It was a little short. I would have liked some more. I think we saw this one cheaper somewhere else. I don't know. Just go back in the live stream. Star Wars Jedi. This is a great game, but it's right now on Game Pass for free because Game Pass and EA Play are now part of each other. So, you know, I mean, I guess if you're on the PS4, you don't really have a choice. $30 is not a bad deal, but if you do have an Xbox, it's free there. Pick it up on Game Pass. What else? Ghost is a pretty good game. 40. That seems pretty consistent across the board. 20 for Doom Eternal. Not a bad deal. The game just came out this year. It's free on Game Pass. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm not promoting Game Pass, but I am promoting savings. So if you could get this for free on Game Pass, I know Game Pass is a subscription, but if you get it for free on Game Pass, I encourage you to get it there because you get more games too. Last of Us 2 is 30, not a bad price at all. 20 for the Game of the Year edition, but this is not the remaster that's on PS5, so just keep that in mind. Gears Tactics 30 is not a bad price. Free on Game Pass. Crash Bandicoot 40. I don't know if that's such a great deal. I think I'd wait a little on that. And 50% off games. Okay, so let's run through these. God of War $10. MLB the show. The show is a great series. It's the only series for baseball right now, so it's not a bad pickup for $10. But I think both of these are part of the PS Plus Now collection or PS Plus collection. So maybe you could get these for free. I know God of War is on there for sure. I think baseball is also. Death Stranding for 20. I still think that's overpriced. This Ace Combat game is a blast. Very difficult, but it is a blast. It's free right now on Game Pass. $12 on the PS4. Not a bad deal. Resident Evil. Some of these prices are actually pretty good. Tekken is on Game Pass. Last of Us Remastered is on that PS Plus collection. So don't spend money on that. I think this is on Game Pass. Red Dead 2, $25. That's not bad. Days Gone is also on that PS Plus collection, and so is Street Fighter 5. So save some money there. What else? Okay, so these headphones, these are the A40s. Super comfortable. These are really great. Probably the top of the line headphones for gaming. Only downside is that these are wired. The wireless versions are actually the A50, and it's probably a lot more in price, but I haven't seen those on sale for Black Friday, so which is a bummer. But if you don't mind the wired, then 120 is a pretty decent price for these. Speaking of headset, here's some more. Okay, gaming mice. Sure. I would not spend $140 on these. Not to mention, I think these are only compatible with the PS4. So, is it PS4 or are these Xbox? I can't remember. Regardless, definitely don't spend 140 for last gen Xbox One. So don't spend 140 for last gen technology. If you're up there at $140, you're considering it. $30 more will get you the Elite Series 2, which is by far the best and most comfortable controller out on the market right now. What else you got? Alright, we got some more games. Literally this whole box is Game Pass. All this is on Game Pass. So, you know, I mean, if you add all this up, this is 2, 4, 60, 70, $85. How many months of Game Pass is that? 3, 6, 9. That's 3 months of Game Pass. Plus you get an extra month for $1. 4 months. And you get way more than these games. You get all of these plus more. So don't buy that. Bleeding Edge is on Game Pass. Game Pass. Skater? I don't know about that one. Assassin's Creed. This is the remaster. So the funny thing about this game, I used to play this a lot on my PS3 and I loved it. I played it again recently on a PS4 and it just didn't hit the same as like when I had it on the PS3. I don't know, maybe at the time it was the only Assassin's Creed game out or the latest, you know, so I made it out to be better than what I thought it actually was. Borderlands 3 for $10, that's a good deal. Is that Kingdom Hearts 3 behind there? Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 for $10 is not a bad deal, but I think it is on Game Pass. Anyway, Tomb Raider, Doom, Skyrim. Skyrim, because Microsoft recently bought Bethesda, I fully expect that all these games by Bethesda, Fallout, all that, is going to hit Game Pass sooner or later. Probably after it becomes official. Okay, some Switch. Are these $12.49? This is not a bad deal at all. So this design here is the same design as the Switch, not the Switch, as the Nintendo GameCube, which is the preferred controller style for a lot of people. So for $12.50, you get the controller. It's wired though, but that's okay. I mean, if you ever played this controller, you most likely played with it on a GameCube, and you had it wired then anyway. So that's what you're used to. 15 for the Pseudo Pro controller, also wired. Not a bad deal. And all these Switch games for half off. Man, I'm really surprised these Switch games are on such a good sale. They weren't like that, any other year, any other time. So take advantage. Yeah, seriously, take advantage. GameStop probably has the best prices for Switch games. Minecraft Dungeons, very popular on the Switch. Okay, more controllers. These are last gen controllers. Again, do not buy the Xbox controllers. Go straight to Xbox to get it there. They have the current gen version, the Series controller, for $39.99. White, black, and that Sonic the Hedgehog color, which is like blue and white. Pretty cool. Alright, so pre-owned, buy two, get two free. I guess that's not a bad deal. This is much older, PS3, Wii, DS, but it looks like this last gen, buy two, get one free. Sure. Then we have some PC accessories. And the window. Okay, so let's go back. Alright, so I think we've established this. Ooh, Newegg. I kind of want to look at Newegg really quickly. Yeah, let's do that. Just really quickly. Alright, so the new GPUs are on sale, except that I bet you can't find them anywhere. Come on, Newegg. Oh, look at that. Alright. 5700? No, this is the last gen one, isn't it? I think the newer gens are the 6000 series. Alright. Well, that makes sense. That's why it was so easily available. I'm pretty sure the new ones are the 6000 series. We have some i9s, sure. Oh, here are those Bose QC again. I'm telling you, everybody's trying to get rid of them because I'm pretty sure they're going to refresh it now, and then the original price is $300. But $200 is not a bad price for the older ones. We have some pre-built machines here. I'm not going to dwell too much time on this, especially because some of this gets a little too technical sometimes. I don't know what the audience is. This G9. I think I saw the G9 for 1,000. I can't remember if it was Amazon or somewhere else, but I did see it cheaper than they have it here in Newegg. And at $1,000, I know what you're thinking. It's a steep price, but this one has 240 refresh, HDR, and HDMI 2.1, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It has to if it's 240. There was something else about this one that I really liked. But either way, $1,500 is its normal price. So you're getting it here for $1,200 or $1,000, wherever that other place was that I saw it. That's a third of the price off. It's not a bad deal if you're looking for a really high-end ultra-wide monitor. Okay. Here's a nice curved LG monitor, but I don't think this has HDR, nor is it 120 refresh rate. So, my opinion, it's a bit overpriced. It's priced probably good for today's market, but in a year from now, it's overpriced. And I could wait a year easily for one of these monitors. What else you got? All right, some more components. Okay. All right, it's really nothing crazy over here. These are the old Ryzens. I don't know. Well, looks like they're just trying to get rid of a lot of old inventory from previous models. But at the same time, I don't blame them, because the latest GPUs and CPUs, they're out of stock everywhere. So is it really worth even mentioning that you have it here and much less at a sale price? Probably not. They're gonna sell out regardless. So have here some of the older stuff and maybe get rid of that product, especially while nobody can find the latest CPUs and GPUs. Not a bad idea. Some more memory, solid state drives is what we have here. This was 2 TB. Oh, this is the T5. Okay, so this T5 is not the latest model, like we saw earlier with the T7, but the T5 does work with some software. I forgot the name that a lot of people prefer, and the T7 as of right now does not. So the T5 is pretty hard to find for that reason, because a lot of people do want it. So if you're able to pick one up, you know, it's not a bad find. Some RGB memory, and that link seems to be broken because I just clicked on it and it brought me just to newegg.com. That's not what I was asking for. Oh, RGB memory. There you go. Wow, $8 for 64 gigs. It's not bad. Okay, these are the storage storage area. Yeah, these are storage SAN devices. I should say NAS devices. So if you ever heard of an Ethernet port with the 100 gig ports, these are those that would utilize it, because the transfer rate is a lot faster than USB or anything like that. So it would use that port to transfer all the data over. This is some serious data storage solution that you have here. It's 4 terabytes, 2 bays. You can probably upgrade that, and then usually these also have some type of RAID configuration that you can set up with these. Especially if you buy two of the same, forget about it. Now you have your RAID over RAID. It gets complicated, but doable and very nice. A lot of YouTubers that have a lot of data will have several of these. These black drives, so these are pretty cool because they're encrypted drives. Anything you put in here, they have is password protected. So if you plug it into anything, doesn't matter what it is, you won't be able to view the information because it's encrypted until you put in your password. So these are pretty cool, and it works the same. I've seen people crack these open and take the drive that's inside and then try and plug that in via USB and try and break in, and it is still it keeps its security. So very good on them. What else? We have the Quest. The Quest 2 here is $400. I think we saw it for $299 earlier somewhere else, but I thought $299 was its original price. I guess not. It's $399. HTC Vive. From everything that I'm hearing about VR, this is the best VR experience out on the market, but it's just so expensive. If I were to get VR, this would be it. When they drop in price, though. Got some Logitech mice here, sure. What else? So I mean, look, these sales, they're okay. There's nothing special. So you're saving a few dollars here and there, and it's mostly after a mail-in rebate in most of these cases. Well, these say instant, but there's a mail-in rebate. There's a mail-in rebate. So they try and get you with these mail-in rebates, hoping that you go home and you never do it, or you forget it, or whatever the case is, and then they just earn $10 up on you, or 20, or whatever the case is. Ooh, routers. Okay. What do we got here? This is not on sale. This is $50 on sale with a additional $40 coupon. Okay, that's not bad. Still a little expensive, but it is an AC tri-band. It doesn't seem like it's the Wi-Fi 6E, the newer technology that should be coming out pretty soon. We're getting close to it, but it is Wi-Fi 6, so it's not bad at all. I'd hold off just a little bit if you're thinking of spending on a router that's already up there in price. Wi-Fi 6 is going to be roughly around the same price plus $300 and up. So just wait a couple more months, and then you'll start to see those Wi-Fi 6 routers really hit the market. This Nest thing, I paid $300 for this damn Nest thing, and here it is, less than a year later at $199. Gotta love it. And more TVs. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through this. All right, so let's go back here. This is it. You know, I encourage you guys to come here to BlackFriday.com. They do have the scanned circulars. More so, if you like what you see in the circular, go directly to the site, Walmart, whoever it is, Target, and see, because maybe they have a more updated version. Typically, it's the same. I'm gonna just let you know, but every once in a while, it could be, they could also be timed. So just make sure that you're going directly to Walmart, and you notice the different times. Some are doorbusters, some are like some are post. Cyber Monday's another big one. So just make sure that when you go into these, you're looking out for that. So look, this will tell you Wednesday, 11:25. That's today. So this is live right now, and then probably here's some in stores. Just carefully read all these. All right. So those of you that were here, yeah, thank you, Lou. That's what I thought. The 6000 series are the new AMDs. So Newegg had the older ones for whatever reason. So those of you that were here in the stream, in the chat, thank you. Those of you that are gonna, watch this later on, cool. Hopefully everyone found this info helpful. I know somebody mentioned in the chat they didn't know about this website, so just bookmark this every year and take a look. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, share with a buddy or two, hit like, comment, all that good stuff. It really helps us out. We're a growing channel, and hopefully we get to post more of these things. We're working out the kinks with the live streams, but I think this one worked out pretty well. As far as from a technical standpoint, because we always have audio issues and a whole other mess. Hopefully it came through pretty good on the mic. I know sometimes it doesn't. What else? That's pretty much it. So we'll end the live stream here. You can always hit me up on Twitter and Instagram. DM me. I pay pretty close attention to those. And then stay tuned for more. We're going to keep it coming, all right? Thanks, everybody.